Welcome to Monday Night Esports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of Monday Night Esports. I'm your host for this evening, Matty B, and I'm joined once again by Kwan, Mr. Darren Kwan. How are we doing this evening, brother?
Yeah, really well. It's been a good week and I'm feeling great. Got a lot of stuff on the show tonight. What about yourself, Matty?
I'm feeling pretty great, and I've also got a lot of stuff on the show tonight, so how incredible is that?
Whoa, it's a busy show.
Things are happening, but things can't happen without the support of our lovely sponsors and partners. A quick shout out to those guys. PwC, who are our strategic sponsors who help us with everything in the grassroots scene and building up all of that beautiful stuff. And of course, the Australian Computer Society, who are our foundation partners, who also like to help us, especially with everything all tech related and esports, where they love everything we're doing in the scene and can't wait to help us grow it all up.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. So what have you been up to this week, Matty?
Well, just playing some video games and stuff. We played Counter-Strike together this week.
We did, actually. And Matty, you carried.
And we won.
Well. Yeah, we won,
and
yes.
I only got toxic once.
Don't ever get toxic. No, not good.
Not the Matty B way. We're reformed now.
Yeah, so what else? What else has been going down?
Oh, yeah, just working, commentating. We commentated together this week for the first time as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Got on the old Rocket League microphone and had a go at that. It was good fun.
Excellent. Not your first time doing it, but our first time together.
Yeah, first time together. A lot of fun. Really love that game.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's just...
There, you heard it here first.
That's the car
That's
sounds.
how you describe Rocket League in a nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what else do we have? What's going on?
Well, we've got all sorts of stuff, but you know what we really need to do is have Punzi tell us what happened this week in the Uni Cup space. So let's throw it away to Punzi.
I'm Punzi, and welcome to your Round 5 recap of the AEL University Cup. This week in CSGO, QUT Esports Blue won 2-0 against UNSW Orange. Right from the get-go, QUT showing that they were not here to muck around, managing to score an ace in the very first round thanks to their player Koto. However, this was still not enough to make it into the top 8. Our CSGO leaderboard is currently being led by ES and Black, with QUT standing in 9th position, only just missing out. UNSW Orange also missing out on the top 8, currently sitting in 15th place. In Rocket League, the Boomer Ers won 2-1 against QUT Esports Orange, with UNSW Aerial Angels winning 3-0 against QUT Esports Black, and RMIT Esports winning 2-1 against ANU Esports. As seen in our highlights, RMIT's Walcott scored a clean goal all on his own during Game 2, proving that they are not just strong as a team, but as individuals also. Currently, RMIT Esports stand in first position on the leaderboard for Rocket League, with the Boomer Ers in third, ANU in fourth, QUT Orange in fifth, and UNSW Aerial Angels in sixth. Unfortunately, QUT Esports Black did not make the top 8. Finally, in Dota 2, Better Than UC lost 0-2 against UQ Union Green, with UQ Union making a fast rotation and scoring a double early into the game. Currently, all positions on the leaderboard have tied placings, with Faster Warboys and Sixth Sense sharing first position, with both Better Than UC and UQ Union missing out on the top 8. Thanks for tuning into the Week 5 recap. I'm Punzi, and I'll see you next week for the AEL Community Week match recap.
Thanks for that recap, Punzi, on everything in the university space. We've had some pretty big things rolling up in now, but the regular season's ended and we're heading into our final series now.
Yeah, so we got the quarters coming up next week. Semi-finals follow from there, and then the grand final in the playoffs.
The big
single
kahuna.
elimination, best of 3 in all games, a lot of action. The best of the best are playing out. Can't wait to see which uni is the best and which state they come from.
Yeah, and we've had a few real dominant teams, of course, in each of the divisions. You know, Counter-Strike, we've had ESM Black, who have been a little bit of a little biased favourite of mine over the last couple of seasons. You know, I predicted them to make a deep run last season, and they did it. And they've continued that into this season as well.
Yeah, and they come from esports at Monash, which is at Monash University in Melbourne. And then over in Rocket League, we've got RMIT Esports leading the way there. Exciting team. You know, the absolutely dominant. Yeah, defending championships as well. You know, and we got to commentate them on Wednesday. That was exciting. They're really dominant players. And then in Dota 2, we have the Faster Warboys from Macquarie University leading that ladder too. So awesome team. You know, it's exciting all around.
Yeah, and a lot of teams from different parts of the country as well. No Queensland teams leading any of the ladders this season. So the boys from the south are stepping up this year.
Yeah, and you know, it's good to see that there's a bit of diversity, and you know, that's what we want to see. Right now, there are some unis that are holding that cup, and other unis are going to come in and either take it away or leave it with them. Just keep the cup or take it home. 2 choices.
So QT, like in Queensland, I think they've got one team still in the top 8 for CSGO. That's it. And QT Orange won't even retain the title. They're just trying to have the club keep the title this season. So yeah, we'll have a new champion this season for that. But over in Dota and in Rocket League, we have our defending champions still in contention. So it's heating up at the top of the ladder in all of our divisions.
Yeah, exciting. Lots of fun. So what's up next?
We've got the community highlights, of course. We've got all the people in the community, fans, players, spectators, whatever you like. They're going to send in some of their best clips of their epic gaming moments and show you guys all at home. So let's take a quick look.
In this week's community highlights from the AEL University Cup, sent in by Moman from Faster Warboys, we see Ilium as Storm Spirit pick up a double from Well to Well versus Murdoch Vikings. That's all for this week's community highlights. See you next time.
Fantastic plays set in from everyone in the community, and you know, it's exciting to see all the stuff that they provide us as well, because we don't see everything on the stream, so they have some fantastic off-screen plays that now everyone at home gets to check out, and everyone at home can also give us their beautiful personal highlights, and they go into the running to, of course, win a PlayStation 4 and, of course, an AOC monitor, which is proudly presented by our wonderful sponsors, who, of course, are AOC, who provide us these beautiful monitors in the studio so we can watch all the action from all of our leagues here. And we can tell you all about it at home as well when we broadcast it over on our other partners, the Telco and Media guys, OVO, where you can catch all the action in high definition over on the Play OVO app on your smart device. Check it out in your respective app stores. And, you know, the highlights, they were just mind-boggling.
Yeah, they were. And thanks everyone for sending those in, and look forward to seeing the next bunch. What else will we be streaming this week on OVO?
Community Week.
That's Community Week.
5 days. Esports action. It's all over the place. It's things we don't normally cover in the University Cup, so 5 different titles. It's going to be just overall a huge time for everyone.
Yeah, so we've got PUBG tonight, and then we've got Hearthstone tomorrow night, and then Wednesday is...
Here's the Storm.
Yep. Thursday?
Overwatch, and we're wrapping it up with Rainbow Six Siege on Friday, going into the weekend.
It's going to be fun for everybody. Everyone gets a chance to play some games.
Everyone gets a chance to play some games, and we also give people the opportunity to come in and talk about the games, of course. We've been doing a community caster call for the past few weeks, and we're still looking for more people to come join us in the studio. So you can check out on our Facebook page, there's a drop form in a Facebook post that you can fill in to apply to be one of the casters here. You get to join us here in the studio, talk about esports, get to meet Mr. Kwan and Ocean Man. You get to meet me,
Master Maddie B.
the Maddie B.
And potentially the real Ponzi cosplay.
Yeah, she's in here sometimes. I think I've met her once.
Only once.
No, I see her all the time.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know what? Talking about the community, what else do we have coming up?
Player interviews, where all the beautiful people that partake in our leagues from all the uni clubs across the country tell us a little bit about themselves in these cheeky little interviews they do. We have one from the Faster War Boys from Macquarie Uni that sent us in, and we've also got one from Mr. Jambok over from the University of South Australia. So let's check those out now.
I'm here with Shambok from Monday Night Esports. Firstly, Luke, congratulations on making the finals for CSGO. Can you give me a quick recap on the season's matches?
Yeah, so this season was very productive for us in CSGO. We managed to win 7 of our maps and dropping 3 in the end. Our first 2 matches we played quite well. We played against UNSW Magnus and RMIT Esports Red, both of whom we did big 2-0. Unfortunately, in our third match against ANU, we dropped that 1-0 too. And that sort of transferred over a little bit when we played against USID White. That was a 1-1 draw, but in our last match, unfortunately for Deacon, they had to forfeit their match. So essentially, we got that 2-0 victory against them, which made us qualify for the finals.
Awesome. Your next match will be up against RMIT Black or UK Union Purple. How confident do you feel playing against these teams?
Yeah, so we actually played against RMIT Black in the second round of the first semester. And that was unfortunately for us, we didn't really do too great. We dropped that 1-0 too. However, I think we've grown enough as a team to really take a challenge to them. And I think we might be able to have a competitive game against them. In terms of UK Uni and Purple, however, I feel like we're probably quite on level pegging as them as a team. So hopefully against them we have a nice match and we could take away a victory perhaps.
Unistate also competed in Rocket League this season. How did that go?
Yeah, so the Rocket League was a little bit experimental for us. We didn't do too great admittedly, finishing 13th on the ladder. But we played some pretty good games. We managed to get a 3-0 win against Accord, and we also managed to take 1 map off of UNSW Aerial Angels, who did actually qualify in the 6th position. So it was a great season for us, and hopefully we'll be able to compete next season as well.
Thank you for your time, Luke. Best of luck for the finals.
Thank you.
Welcome. This is the team interview for Faster War Boys.
The team came together about 2 years ago for a local uni LAN, and we kind of stuck together and swapped members and kicked Nick a couple times, but we're alright. 2 years. So we've picked you Invoker for 5 out of the 6 games so far. What hero do you think we're going to pick you tonight?
Not to give away our strategy as a team, we're actually looking to bait teams into block picking my Invoker so I can bring out my Brood. Very good.
Feed away First Bloods, swap myself into my Death as Venge, and win my mid lane for my mid lane.
You think the First Bloods are bad?
Yeah, exactly.
Tactical.
Tactical feeding. And I'm strictly forbidden from buying wards, or any smokes, or any support weapons.
I'm Michael. My in-game name is Hal, and I'm the idiot drafter that drafts our mid Invoker every time. Better ban that shit, or ban DP, especially DP. Brood Mother. Brood Mother too, yes.
So, how do we communicate in the game?
Very efficiently, we're streamlined and kind of a minimalistic approach.
Nice up! Nice up!
Can G-War?
G-War, quick war, go.
G-War, can fight or no? What do you do outside of Dota? What?
I try and maintain a healthy social life. It doesn't work most of the time, but I try it.
What do I do outside of Dota? Once I go to uni, I eat toast for breakfast every morning.
I watch a lot of TV shows, movies.
Any anime?
Thanks for those interviews, guys. Thanks for telling us a bit more about yourselves and everything you've done so far this season. Just excellent to hear from the guys.
Super insightful, love to hear it. And you know what? Everyone else can send in an interview, whether it's a player, the club, or their team, and you'll be in the chance to win a Nintendo Switch, plus an AOC monitor. Just like this one.
They're so good. I've got one at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made me a better gamer.
So what else is going on in the community? You're talking about, we've just covered the University Cup and all of our fans and the followers and the players and teams. But the esports world is so big, isn't it?
So much happening in the esports space at the moment. We've got Mindfreak. They just won a Heroes of the Storm event.
Yeah, that's right. So they took out the ANZ HGC Championships. Shout out to the Mindfreak boys for playing so well. And they went on to play at the LATAM Intercontinental Challenge, which is also awesome. You know, love seeing a bit more Heroes of the Storm action. We'll have that on Wednesday night? Yeah, Wednesday night in the Community Cup. So lots of fun there. What else, mate?
The CSGO Major kicked off over in London. That's being held by FACE at this time around. So we just wrapped up the group stage. Now we've got our top 8 solidified, and we're going to see some more action, hopefully just as good as what we saw in the group stage, because we've seen so many incredible matches so far. There's been overtimes, there's been close calls, there's been upsets, there's been 16-0s.
What was the big upset on the weekend?
Well, I wouldn't say it was an upset, just the big 16-0 was, I mean, an upset in the terms of the talent's predictions on the test.
That's right. All 4 had the same prediction.
Picked MIBR to beat Australis for some reason, and they got burnt 16-0.
Yeah.
First time 16-0's happened to a major for CSGO.
That's important. That's going to be, you know, it's a little bit of history there.
Statistics.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
Everyone loves a bit of CSGO. What else is going down?
Well, a huge IP just launched the open beta for their new Battle Royale Blackout.
Yeah, Call of Duty Blackout. Yeah, a lot of fun, fast-paced. It's everything you'd expect to come out of Call of Duty. A lot of action, and I think, you know, the buzz out there in the Twitter sphere, if you will, is that it's what's meant to be, you know, a competitive mode for, you know, Battle Royale and where it's going, and potentially the PUBG killer.
The PUBG killer. I see it sort of happening. So, you know, I've very much vocalized my issues with Battle Royale. At the moment in the esports sector, like, they're really fun games, and I've had so much fun with Blackout so far. And I think it's got some good potential with a little bit of fine tweaking to suit it, to make it that really consistent competitive esport title.
Yeah, I'd like to see that they actually sort of come up with a mode where it's the competition mode, and they fix the spawning locations of items so that, you know, it gives a lot more detail, strategy to why you're parachuting into that zone. The commentators can talk about, oh, they're going there, and
this is why they're going there. Yeah.
So the first time we'll get to see Blackout in a full live competition format will be at TwitchCon, October 27th, and headlined by Ninja. So can't wait to see that. Talking about PUBG, they just changed their rules so that in the pro leagues, everyone has to be 18 plus, and all the teams have to be region locked with minimum of 3 of their players from the same nation.
Yeah, I guess the regional lock makes it a lot more like Counter-Strike in that aspect, with how the minor system works to qualify for the major. You have to have at least 3 players from the same region playing on a roster to qualify for that certain minor. Like, for example, the Renegades, they've got 3 Australian players, an American and a Norwegian, so they play under the Asian minor. So maybe they're looking to do a system like that, like a region-based qualification system.
Which could be really exciting for PUBG because they're facing a lot of challenges from Fortnite and now Blackout. So, you know, they're focusing in on their pro leagues that, you know, potentially makes more live events and more exciting action there. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Talking about PUBG, don't go anywhere because just after this, we have
our own PUBG for our community week, starting off right after this Monday night here. You'll be joined by myself, Ivo, and one of our other casters. So I can't wait to show you who that'll be. It's very exciting. But that'll be all from us here on the Monday Night Esports Desk. I've been Matty B. This has been Darren Kwan. Don't go anywhere though. Make sure you tune in over on playovo.com or on the PlayOvo app for the PUBG action coming on right now.